This is a photo quality test, at night, indoors and in low light. All photos were taken in full auto mode, on a tripod and with a self timer, so no human interference.
Can I stop holding this shit now? God, you take forever, Jesus.
Yeah, raps, check, yeah. Hey yo, it's time for some action. Super duper rap shit, lyrically and...
The first thing I noticed is how the 6P is just covered in a yellowish greenish tint. Yeah, the Allstate Arena has a few green lights, but the 6P just goes overboard with that. The iPhone 7 and Galaxy S7 offer a more accurate picture, but the iPhone 7 is capturing way too much light. If we cut the picture down the middle, we can actually see separate lights on the stadium in the S7 as opposed to just a bright light in the center on the iPhone 7. The S7 is my favorite here.
Timeless with the flow, so you can consider me awesome. All run to be the great, meditate around the lake, get up and dress up and go have...
In this second set of pictures, again the iPhone 7 and the Galaxy S7 offer more accurate colors while the 6P enhances or saturates them. I feel like the S7 sits right in the middle of color between the three, but if we crop this picture, the 6P is the only one where we can read out the MB Financial sign.
Respect my vintage. Respect my vintage, yeah. Respect my vintage, nah. Respect my vintage. I'm up late, trying to get this daytime feeling. Work to the mass while your bitch ass chillin'. This world thinks the shitty shit brains is all in the cool. I'm about to change that, listen to my interlude. You won't see the Paris.
There just seems to be this consistent pattern of a white haze that covers the iPhone 7 at night. I'm sure if this picture stood alone without comparison, it'd seem fine, but against the S7, it's hard not to spot the difference. Again, the 6P is going to town with its crayons here. Just look at the white Corolla, I think it's a Corolla, and how it compares to the others.
Tactics, yeah, Mr. H is in the place. Rack my money high, this ain't no lie, check my space. Yeah, Mr. H is in the place. Rack my money high, this ain't no lie, check my space. Net, respect my vintage. Net.
The iPhone 7 again is the brightest of the set, but look at how it washes out the tree in the parking lot. The 7 does the same, but not as pronounced, while the 6P limits the light from that particular light post. This one's my favorite.
Respect my vintage. Respect my vintage.
Oh, okay.
The iPhone 7 is the more accurate of the bunch in this shot. The S7 is way too orange, red, and this time the 6P sits in the middle of the two. All three give off a good shot here, the S7 being the warmest of the bunch. The same holds true for this next set of shots at Portillo's. Pick your favorite.
Yeah, raps, check, yeah. Hey yo, it's time for some action. Super duper rap shit, lyrically.
The white haze returns again for the iPhone 7, washing out an otherwise dark sky. The 6P captures this streak of light from the parking lot light post, but I prefer its colors overall from the other two.
So, Super Go official, obey the pistol or the mics that I destroyed. Shout out to Elevation Ren and Super Toy.
The washed out look continues for the iPhone 7 here.
Cut it, cut it.
The S7 and the 6P share similar color profiles, with the 6P offering richer greens than the S7.
The flow, so you can consider me awesome. All run to be the great, meditate around the lake, get up and dress up and go have bonita steak.
In this indoor shot, the iPhone 7 is the most color accurate. The S7 offers richer colors, and the 6P carries its famous blue tint.
Respect my vintage. Yeah. Respect my vintage.
Again, indoors, the iPhone 7 is the most color accurate. Just take a look at the red poker chips. The S7 saturates it a bit, and the 6P is leaning on orange here. All shots carry good detail, but the iPhone 7 keeps it closest to its natural color.
You won't see the Paris cloth in the mall. I walked in the spot, now you shook like Rick Ross. You're seizuring, I'm straight breezing through this.
The iPhone 7 is nailing it indoors. The S7 and the 6P both have a tendency to saturate in these conditions.
Bound, treat this place like my mattress. Max this, the Holy Ghost and like a Baptist. Feel when I spill all these illa rap tags.
In this final set, I turned the lights down to test poor lighting conditions. All three three still do rather well when it comes to detail. I don't think one is that much better than the other, but when it comes to color accuracy, the iPhone 7 wins indoors. The blue painter's tape is still blue, you can't get that at all from the S7, the Uno card is still green, and while the reds are punchier on the 6P, that's the only thing that stands out in terms of color in that shot. Here's the thing, I think Apple's goal for the iPhone 7 was to work on its low-light photos, which it has in a lot of ways over last generation's success. But from this test and a previous one I did a week ago, it's bringing in way too much light. Outdoors at least. That is, in auto mode. If you want to mess with the settings manually for brightness, feel free, but most of us are shooting in auto and I'm guessing we're hoping that our phones do its best in that mode. Indoors, however, the iPhone 7 seems to do the best over the S7 and 6P. And while the iPhone 7 is color accurate indoors and out, be wary that it will produce a lot more bright spots outdoors, and even wash out some shots when compared to the S7. The S7 seems to give a good balance at night, and the 6P is capable of some great shots, but some of them just come off color. All three are still capable of producing great photos, which is why I picked the S7 and the 6P to face off against the iPhone 7. Those two are my favorite when it comes to taking photos. I'm just hoping that down the road Apple puts out some sort of software update to correct some of that washed out look.
Fly from a city that's frozen to an ocean. Yeah, this is poetry in motion.
I just wanted to make one quick final thought before I cut it. Hey, what the fuck, man? Hey, that shit ain't funny.